everybody and welcome back to another On The Table video, guys. So, I've done something really silly in my pursuit of big models, and you guys a couple of videos ago at the end of the finale of the Let's Build a Reaver series heard me say that I've been working on something alongside my existing Reaver, and yeah, I'll show you what that was, guys, because it's like, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, I'll show you. It's not really oh dear, it's pretty awesome actually. But anyway, I will show you that, guys, now. And yeah, guys, I got another Reaver! Yeah, that's right. Although you guys are probably thinking, hang on a second, has Great Jojo Man just repainted that other Reaver that he spent all that time doing? And the answer is no, because this is a different setup here, guys. This is the Gatling Blaster and the Reaver Laser Blaster on this Reaver, and also my other Reaver is sitting pretty, lovely, happy as Larry, just up there. Yeah, I got hold of another one, although just before all you guys go absolutely fucking mental, I didn't pay any money for this one. This actually isn't my Reaver. I don't have a second Reaver as much as I would love one. I got this one off a friend because it's been sat on a shelf. It actually got it from Playing the Dice Wargaming. You've seen me there a couple of times, and I mentioned them a few times before. And yeah, this has been sat on Imperial Mike's shelf at the Blame the Dice HQ for a long time in a really sorry looking state. And I said to him, hey Mike, I've just finished my Reaver Titan. Well, I've nearly finished my Reaver Titan. Can I paint yours as well? And he was like, yeah, sure, do it. I'm never going to get around to it. So I was like, okay, cool. So he dropped it off, and I then proceeded to rip it apart and repaint it and rebuild it. A few things with this that was a little bit on the, oh, for fuck's sake, kind of like annoying side. Initially, I wanted to rip the arms off, rip the carapace off, do all that, paint it all separately, magnetise it all back together. However, this Titan itself is, I think Mike is its like second or third owner. It's been through a couple of other people before, and Mike didn't build this. Somebody else built this as well, and whoever's done it, they didn't do the best job at building it. The torso creaks when you pick it up. It's not even glued I don't think it's glued together with epoxy. I think it's just super glue. When you pick it up, it creaks like a motherfucker. As a result, I didn't want to like rip the carapace off lest I compromise the structural integrity of it. So what I did my best to kind of rip the arms off, and I thought to myself, do you know what, great, I'll rip the arms off, I'll stick some magnets in there. So I bought like load of new like neodymium magnets for it and everything, because I thought, hey, I'm going to be nice to Mike. But when I ripped the arms off, I discovered that once upon a time, somebody has tried to magnetise the arms beforehand. However, the magnets they've used are fucking shit, and they don't stick. They're massive fuck-off magnets. They're like, they're bigger circumference-wise than these fuckers right here, these chunky ones. They're not quite as deep, but they're like much bigger on the diameter of them, and they're just shit. They're just really fucking wank. They're not even N52s. Either that or they've lost their magnetism or something like that, but they didn't hack it at all. They didn't hold anything, and because they were in there so tight, I couldn't actually pry them out. I couldn't drill them out because they're magnets, and I don't want magnetic dust going all over my tools and all over my workstation. So I kind of just had to leave it the way it is. So the arms are stuck on there stationary. The waist does have a fairly reasonable magnet in it, which allows it to swivel and allows you to take the top of it off. I did manage to put a magnet, oh, that's a really strong one, in here and in the top of the carapace, and I also managed to magnetise the head socket here, and I also, let me just angle that, I also pried this off, and for fuck's sake, George, there's another fucking baby in my fucking Reaver. So another thing as well, guys, if you've been following the Instagram post, my wife has been hiding these little plastic babies all around my fecking office, and I keep finding them in places and on places and under things, and these little fucking bastards just keep fucking popping up all over the show. But anyway, yeah, I I've done... Wow, this is like really bad lighting. So yeah, I've done the interior as well of this to the best of my ability. Like I said, they were kind of stuck in. So I couldn't get those. I even tried putting this whole thing in the freezer to try and like make the super glue go really brittle, but it didn't work, so I had to kind of just paint it as it was. But that fits on there. That's really cool. I really enjoyed painting this second one. It was different using a different colour scheme, obviously, as you can see. You're not fucking blind. If you're blind, why are you watching YouTube? But yeah, so... in regards to the colour scheme itself, God, my light just keeps getting in all the way here. It wanted a black and silver colour scheme. However, I didn't want to just do your standard black, like flat black. I actually have this really gorgeous Vallejo black metallic, and that's... I'm going to get you out. Fuck it, I'm going to go free cam for this. So yeah, the black metallic, it turned out really nice, especially once I... So the way I did this was it's hard to see because it's so shiny with the light on there. There we go, that's a little bit better. So the way I did this was I sprayed it matte black first, and then I used the metallic black as the kind of like the gradual shading effect, leaving a matte black outline, just so it adds a little bit of definition, a little bit of differential between the two types of black. And then I coated it in a couple of coats of satin varnish, to like lock all that colour in and make it a little bit scratch resistant, a little bit more hard wearing. And I was going to use Tamiya Smoke over a silver to get the black effect, but I didn't have any to start with. I didn't know how it would turn out, so this is how I've kind of done this one as it is. But there's a couple of cool little things on this one. So I really liked doing the heat stain effect on the barrel of the Gatling cannon here for the Reaver. This turned out really, really nice looking up here. There's a couple of little accent points, like the guy previously had stuck on like this thing just randomly here, and I didn't want to like pry it off because it would leave a horrible mark on the actual carapace itself, so I decided to turn it into like a little bit of a feature. So I went in there with ow, the fuck, that's really warm. I went in there with like some extra purity seals that were from my own collection, just to like make it a little bit more of a feature in there. I added some more purity seals on the crotch piece here, as well as the knee guards. And one of the things with the knee pads itself is I did a little bit more, I experimented a little bit more with like layering and masking tape on this. So the way I did this was I sprayed the whole thing silver, put this cog motif stencil down on it, sprayed that, I think it was blue over the top, oh no, it was black over the top of that, then masked it off, then sprayed blue on either side of that, peeled everything off, and it left this really cool layered effect. I'm very happy with the way that turned out. The reason why it's blue and black here and silver is to tie in with Mike's Ultramarines, in case he decides to run this with those guys at some point, of which we will have an apocalypse battle using my Reaver, his Reaver, my Warhound, and his Warhound, as I've actually volunteered to do that. It's a Lucius pattern, which I'm very excited, very looking forward to working on. But yeah, guys, the base is a very standard base, although I really like this MDF one. I wish I'd done this for my Warhound and my Reaver, because it makes it a little bit more usable in game, because if it's smaller footprint, it's still sturdy as fuck, and obviously it's MDF as well, so it's nowhere near as heavy, and it's also got this really nice bevel to the edge of it. But again, nothing too special on the base, just a couple of different coats of brown, some dry brushing, a wash, more dry brushing, some grass tuft, and then some added skulls and bits and bobs there. But yeah, guys, this was really, really cool. Really, really good to actually do alongside the Reaver. And once, obviously, because I'd 99% done my personal Reaver, this went down really, really fast. Obviously, I did cut some corners on it. For example, where it was already glued together, I couldn't get into a lot of the nooks and crannies. Where I did on my Reaver, I kind of like went into all these little bits like under here, and went in and like did the Aquila here and all these little bits of gubbins and worky bits. I wasn't able to do that because obviously I can't get my fucking hand in there with these fucking arms glued on. But yeah, so that's the way that cookie crumbles on that one, guys. So yeah, I got another Reaver. They look really cool when they're stood next to each other as well. It's going to be so good having a battle with these two massive war machines. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the show and tell on this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of this Reaver Titan now that I've done this one. Let me know what you think of the black and the silver colour scheme. If you know if there's anything I could have done maybe to improve it. That would be cool. That'd be really interesting to see. And yeah, don't forget to check out Blame the Nice Wargame. I'll try and put a link in the doobly-doo down below if I remember. If not, they're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and they got some really, really good content. And for a channel that's kind of like fairly new, it's really reasonable stuff, and it's funny as well. And I'm on one of those videos as well, doing a big battle report with my Admech versus Tyranids, and it was a fun game, and I enjoyed it a lot. And now I'm just rambling, guys, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the Facebook page, don't forget to check out the Instagram, don't forget to like, favourite, and subscribe and do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, see you now, and goodbye.